Listen, I just came on to say something real quick. The Lord had given me Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Listen, and all throughout this verse, King Solomon was talking to the people. He was encouraging the people. And I know the famous verse that we all say that this battle, this race, is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to him that endureth to the end. But throughout Ecclesiastes chapter 9, King Solomon talked about wisdom. He was the richest and the wisest man alive. I was doing some research, and even now to this day, it says King Solomon was a trillionaire. We yet have a trillionaire here, I know, in the United States. But nevertheless, King Solomon was talking about wisdom. And even in the very first verse, he said that the righteous and the wise, that their works belong to God. And that let me know that you don't have to be righteous and wise. You don't have to be wise and be righteous. Because if it were so, over in James chapter 1, I think in verse 5, it says, if any man lack wisdom, let him ask God for it. So that means that we may not all have wisdom. We may have it and then don't know how to use it. But nevertheless, in this scripture, in this in chapter 9, Ecclesiastes, King Solomon was encouraging the people to live life to the fullest. He was telling them, whatever you find your hands to do, do it with all your might. He was encouraging them to live, do it, because one day we're all going to leave here. And when we leave here, none of this stuff can go with us. Our talent, our gifts, none of that is going with us. You know, and he also talked about, as you keep reading, he also talked about this poor wise man, who a king came in and he besieged the city, took over the little city, and this one poor, but he was a wise man. It didn't say he was righteous. He said he was a wise man, and he said he was a poor man. And he said that he came up with a strategy to strategically take back the city. He took back the city, he rescued the people, and then King Solomon began to say, hey, and the people forgot all about him. The people forgot all about the poor wise man. And this is what really got me. In the very last verse, King Solomon said, for wisdom is better than the weapons of war. I'm going to say that again. He said, for wisdom is better than the weapons of war. King Solomon was letting us know that we must have wisdom. In this dispensation, we must have wisdom. The Bible is unveiling itself of things that it said it was going to happen, and we need wisdom. We need wisdom in our finances. We need wisdom in how to move, what to say, what to do, what not to do. We need to act. We need wisdom, and if you don't have it, we need to ask God for it. Wisdom is very important coming up in this new dispensation. We need wisdom. And I encourage you, if you don't have it, ask God for it. Ask God for it. Ask him to lead you and guide you, to give you knowledge, to give you understanding, to give you wisdom of his word and the way that he would have you to go.